Spiritual Learning Center, where you are empowered to create the life you desire. Our guiding belief is, by valuing and empowering all, we inspire a joyous and fulfilling life. At Vida, we study and practice the teachings of the science of mind and spirit founded by Dr. Ernest Holmes. Now, here's today's message.
Hello, beloveds, and welcome to Vida Spiritual Connection. My name is Sunshine Daye, and today's inspirational message is Health, Liberation, and Freedom, a spiritual practice. And I want to talk to you, my beloved community, my beloved spiritual community, to talk about a profound connection between spirituality and our physical health and well-being. As I like to say, true health, liberation, and freedom begins with the recognition that our bodies are sacred vessels for the divine expression. Our bodies are sacred vessels for divine expression. So let's jump into the transformative power of spirituality as a catalyst for achieving our optimal health. Now, for me, being aware of the mind-body-spirit connection keeps me in spiritual liberation, and I trust that after today's inspirational message, that you too will find that the mind-body-spirit connection keeps us in health liberation. The first thing that I want to talk about is holistic well-being. And, when we recognize and honor the mind-body-spirit connection, we embrace a holistic approach to well-being because there's nothing separate. Our mental, our emotional, our spiritual states, they each have a profound impact on our physical health. And by nurturing all aspects of our being, we create this harmonious and symbiotic environment for health liberation to flourish. The second thing is this idea around self-awareness and health. And awareness of the mind-body-spirit connection allows us to listen to the subtle messages that our bodies and emotions convey. I know that I've been doing recently an honesty practice, and in the honesty practice, it's all about noticing the sensations in the body, noticing what's outside of me, noticing the sensations in my body, and then noticing my chatter, and then noticing the emotion, the energy in motion. And that whole idea of self-awareness, because information flows from all of it, that is absolutely key to health liberation. And by paying attention to our thoughts, to our sensations, to our emotions, we become attuned and we begin to get finely tuned into the underlying causes of dis-ease in the body, disease. And this self-awareness, it empowers us to address the root cause of the dis-ease, of the discomfort, of the disharmony, and we can begin on a healing journey of liberation. The other point around this mind-body-spirit connection and knowing about it and being aware of it and then developing a spiritual practice is that it helps to reduce stress in the body and it helps to build our resiliency. Stress, I can tell you, is no friend of mine. And many people carry their stress in their bodies, in their faces, their neck and shoulders, their tummies. And stress is always going to be. There's always going to be stress. There's always going to be some pressure. But how we handle stress is going to be key to recognizing how our response or reaction to stress contributes to our physical well-being or our physical ailments. And by cultivating this mind-body-spirit connection, we can develop the tools necessary to be effective in releasing stress. Such practices, as you know, we talk about it here often, are, meditation and breath work and mindfulness work. And a lot of these practices facilitate reducing our response to stress, and it actually enhances our resilience to promoting overall health liberation. And the last thing that I want to, the last two things is, one is, as we recognize the mind-body-spirit connection, we begin to tap into that inner wisdom, that inner intuition. We begin to listen, not with these outer ears, but there's this listening with the inner ear. And we begin to make choices, healthy choices that are in alignment with our authentic self. And the last one is that it helps us to create a positive mindset. And when we have a positive mindset compared to a negative mindset, our bodies begin to respond to positivity, to health, to wholeness, and creating and cultivating a positive mindset gets us into that practice of gratitude, into that practice of affirming our health and our well-being. And it helps to create an atmosphere where we are mentally supporting the physical and the spiritual way that we want to live. So embracing this whole mind-body-spirit connection, we acknowledge that there's an interplay, that there's this connection between these elements, and that there's a profound impact on our well-being. So self-awareness, stress reduction, intuition, positive mindset, a holistic approach to healing. With these, we pave the way for health liberation in our lives. And on this health liberation, this health freedom, this month we've been talking a lot about freedom, and in particular today, this health freedom, and I'm really using it as a broad when I'm talking about also, the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, because I can speak specifically to each of them, but they're also interconnected, as you've already seen. I love it because Michael Beckwith, one of my favorite teachers, he makes this quote, and he says, "Prayer is not asking for something. It is the expression of gratitude for what is already there." And so I know that we're expanding upon our health liberation, and through spiritual practices like prayer, and in this quote in particular by Michael, we're not necessarily saying, "Oh, give me this and give me that," but we're using prayer, and affirmative prayer, to become grateful for something that is already there. So the mindset has to be that I am already healthy, and that health and the potentiality is already there. So I'm tapping into this unlimited, or the limitless source of divine wisdom. And as I do that in prayer, what I am opening myself up to is I'm opening myself up to guidance and to that intuition that I just talked about just a few minutes ago. So prayer is a tool to health liberation, because as I begin to express gratitude and be in thanksgiving, I begin to tap into this limitless source that is right where I am. So I also want to tap into Ernest Holmes, because science of mind philosophy is based on the teachings of Ernest Holmes, and it has been expanded into so much more. And Ernest Holmes says that we have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer, a power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe satisfied, and at peace. When we are in meditation, when we are in prayer, when we are in these sacred practices, we begin to actually tap into something greater than us. One of the things that I hear in 12-step program a lot, and sometimes I beg to differ with it because sometimes it just rubs me the wrong way. And it does have some truth to it, but I think that sometimes that truth can be a little misleading. And that is that there is a God and you're not it. Well, I am its creation. It is living in, through, and as me. So when you see me, you see God. You see the way God expresses, the way Spirit has expressed itself in human form. And right where I am, I have this power and presence that is living in, through, and as me. And I can use it to overcome any obstacle in my life. And so if I'm experiencing any health challenges, if I'm experiencing any financial challenges, any mental health challenges, I can tap into this indwelling power and presence and be in alignment with it so that everything that is unlike its perfection falls by the wayside. Now, it takes a lot of practice. And it also takes knowing that I am the unique, unrepeatable, magnificent, powerful way that Spirit shows up in human form. And the same is true for you. And that you are not a mistake, that there is nothing missing, that there is nothing wrong. And in your uniqueness, you have whatever uniqueness Spirit is expressing in, through, and as in that moment. And when we engage in these traditional practices like prayer and meditation and mindfulness, we practice that in order to tap into that health freedom, that health liberation that we want to experience. And I want us to begin to take a look at maybe something different just to kickstart the way that we experience health liberation. And one of the spiritual practices that I want to bring to mind is this idea of creativity and how creativity is a tool for harnessing healing. Now, imagine yourself engaging in some type of artistic expression, whether it's painting or writing or dancing, and see yourself using these venues, this writing, this painting, this drawing, this dancing, this body expression as a way to unlock your inner potentiality and to cultivate vibrant health. I think that as we embrace non-traditional ways of spiritual practice, that we open up ways for self-expression, self-discovery. And I think that these ways also help us to release the emotions, those hidden emotions that have been lying within us that act as a law unto our lives. I think that these forms of spiritual practices and spiritual expressions through our bodies, through our creativity, that it helps to uncover hidden insights, and that as we begin to release, we release all that we have, and we're releasing insights, we're releasing things that no longer serve us, and that this is actually a divine expression of the essence that is within us all. And I think what's most important is that as we do this, again, we're recognizing that intersection between spirituality and health liberation. So what I want to do is just take a couple of moments to try something on. So I'm going to invite you for a moment to just take a deep breath right where you are. I trust that you are not operating any mechanical things like a car or anything that's going to cause harm. If you are, pull over, pull to the side, stop what you're doing, actually stop whatever it is that you're doing. And just take a breath. I think I needed that breath more than anybody. And allow your breath to fill your lungs and to fill you with this fresh life energy. And then exhale slowly, releasing any tensions and worries. And as you continue to just breathe in your rhythmic fashion, become aware of the divine presence within you. Sense that unconditional love and that healing energy that permeates every cell of your body. Now visualize yourself, see yourself in front of a canvas or a blank page or even a dance floor. And allow your intuition to guide your hand, your pen, your body in whatever movement that it takes to express your deepest desire for health and freedom. And if you're drawing something or painting something on the canvas or on the page, or as you're writing lyrically, as you're moving your body, as you're visualizing yourself moving your body in such an expressive way, feel the freedom that is unleashed as you allow your creativity to be released, releasing any limitations, any fears, anything that has held you back. And know that through this art, you are co-creating your path to vibrant health and well-being. See that for yourself. And as you see that for yourself, move into a place of gratitude. Because this, beloveds, is a spiritual practice. This spiritual practice of health, liberation, and freedom. And with your next breath, begin to open your eyes. I encourage you to tap into your health freedom by engaging in spiritual practice. Spiritual practices like this one. And instead of only seeing it in your mind's eye, I encourage you to dance right where you are, to grab a sheet of paper and begin to write down the words that are coming through you, or draw or paint or crochet or any other form of art expression. And know that that too, beloveds, is a spiritual practice. And just like meditation and prayer and mindfulness practices, allowing that to release your vibrant health, to release anything that no longer serves you, to restore your body and align yourself with the highest and the best for your very life. This is the inspirational message for today. I trust that you continue to explore and cultivate health, liberation, and freedom as a spiritual practice. And remember, the power for vibrant health resides inside of you and is just simply awaiting to be awakened. May you be blessed with love and joy and abundant well-being on your journey. Know that you are loved. Bye for now.
Thanks for tuning in to the Vida Spiritual Connection. Please visit our website to submit a confidential prayer request. While there, sign up for our weekly email and receive the latest information for events, classes, and meetups. Remember to subscribe to Vida's YouTube channel, click like, and click the bell to get notifications. You can also find Vida on Facebook and Instagram. Whoever sows generously also reaps generously. Giving is a spiritual practice. As you bless the world, you are blessed. Your financial contribution to Vida Spiritual Learning Center is an investment in your spiritual education and flow. Your contributions support your spiritual growth and the show, so it's a win-win. Use the link on our website, drop a check in the mail, or Zelle your contribution to 562-928-6460 or to Vida at vidaslc.org. Thank you for your generous support. Have a wonderful week and see you next time for the Vida Spiritual Connection.